everybody, and welcome back to my Minecraft Let's Play series. I'm Monpjc. It's really nice to see you. I hope you've been having a fantastic time enjoying your Christmas break. If this is the first time you've ever come onto my channel, I'd like you to do me a little favour. Right down there in the bottom corner is the like button, and over on that side is the subscribe button. Hit them now and stay tuned to watch the rest of my video, because I am starting off here in my winter wonderland, which has grown quite a lot since the last episode that you would have seen. Before, when we did this, all we had was a Christmas tree down here. This area is massive now. We have two halves of a village going on here. We have the main big village here, which is built in amongst the ice spikes. We then have this little bridge going across this deep river. And on the other side here, we have... Oh, there's a polar bear groaning at me in the side there. We have this ice little village over here. I don't know where this polar bear is. Now, you'll see that I'm in creative mode. This gives me the chance to just flip up into the air here and give you an aerial view of what we've been doing, because it will be quite difficult to understand the massive amounts of changes we've done here. So we started off by bringing in these ice igloos, and you'll see in amongst there are little bits of farmland. And there's a few villages in there. I'll explain how I got them over here in a minute. And I've also planted loads and loads of trees. Now down the front here, which is where we started off with our own naturally spawned igloo, we have a couple of wooden structures, which are going to be sort of more important type buildings. And I even put a couple of little igloos out here on the island. They're actually quite easy to make because we've been collecting loads and loads and loads of ice, or compact ice, from this area over here. Because we started off with our Christmas tree right there in the middle, and since then we then started building this Christmas market. We've got an ice rink in here, very natural looking type thing, surrounded by a little farm, some buildings which will be used for our goldsmiths, our iron makers, all of that sort of thing. And then what I've also done is built a load of these little houses in here as well. So there's smaller, compactor ones at this end, and there's a few more Christmas trees over the back there as well, but they're not decorated. And then towards this end of town we got some much bigger houses with their own little Christmas tree in here, and there's even two there that have been built next to the other. I brought this guy in. This is a snow golem. He was brought into the game to wander around and make sure he covers up all the snow pieces. I hope you've been doing a good job. That might be our screen cap for the show. So, what are we going to be doing next? Well, the thing I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to go off and collect all my resources and tools that I need, because this area is still lacking some decoration. What we need to get into here right now is some footpaths, to show the area a little bit more clearly, to show a bit more structure to the village and these little bits of farmland. And then what we also need to do is bring in some more roads over here. I want to make this look like there's a proper pathway through here. Might be a bit tight in places. That's going to wind around this. Might have to take out some of these ice spikes. But basically that's going to be like a main road around the back area here, along there, big empty space here. We're going to decorate the church, all the different buildings. There is huge amounts of work to be done in here, and as you can see, the villagers are in here, and you can tell it's Christmas because if you come in and have a look, these guys have all got their Christmas gear on. How cute do you guys look? Hey, you don't have to walk off from me. No, look at that. That is an outfit and a half, that is. You look very nice there, mate. You've got another little friend over here in a red outfit. Oh, he's a little bit more shy. I'm going to have to catch him up. There we go. Let's check you out as well. Say cheese. Nope, he's not that bothered. I don't know why the iron golem got in here with the llamas. But we'll be explaining a lot more about the farm and what's in here as well, and all the different aspects of this. This is going to be a really fun-packed little episode. We've got tons of stuff to show you, and I'm already 5 minutes in. So I better get off, get on with what I said I was going to be doing, and get on and do some more work in this village so I can show you around properly everything that's here. There's the polar bear. He looks a little bit scary up there. Okay, let's go see what I can do then. I'll catch you in a few seconds. Hi, so as you can see, I'm now back here up on the top of the hill. This time I'm in survival mode because we're going to go for a little walk through the village and have a look, see what I've actually been doing. Been doing loads and loads of work, so I'm very excited to actually show you what we got here. So the main way into this area is going to be from sort of over here, I guess. This is where I'm sort of guessing in the story or the lore of the game that our visitors would come across the icy snowland. There's a polar bear. Or they would actually come in by sea. Because out there we've got the ocean. It's not completely rendered in because of my viewing distance on the server. But yeah, the ships would potentially come in here and moor up and bring supplies and things. So over here is the guess there's a polar bear roaring down there somewhere. So let's go down and have a look at this little village first that I've put together. And here we can see these have all got beds in them and they're grass. And the idea is these have all been built out of compressed ice, which is being collected from those ice spikes over there. So in this area, I haven't put an awful lot in. I've been putting in some little areas like this, some little bit of farmland. There's no real lighting or anything. The main lighting actually comes from the igloos themselves. So the light comes out of the doors, out of the windows, and that lights up the whole area. And I think I already said that I've got huge amounts of trees that I've been putting in. And the other thing I've been doing to try and make this look a little bit more realistic is actually putting in layers of snow like this, so we don't end up with a perfect crisp flat surface like over there, and that in areas there is a little bit more texture. And that's something I've been trying to put into all of this, is bringing in some texture, bringing in some snow like this round the edges where it would be built up. There are some villages in this area somewhere, or at least they were. I think I can see... Ah, there's one. Hello, Mr. Villager. And there's a bunny rabbit. So he's checking me out. He's obviously not that impressed. These little rooms and buildings, again, these are copies of the ones that are going to be in 1.14. However, I can't obviously put things like tanning and the different furnaces in, so I've been tweaking these as much as I can. I haven't put lanterns on. I was debating putting redstone torches on these or normal lamps. I'm not sure just yet. And then round here there's this building which I was going to use as a bit of a church type thing. I should have had a slab down here, but I haven't put one in. And as you can see, I've been using different types of styles for the chimney. I'm not sure that's how they did the chimney in the game. Not sure, but you've been using stone fences for that sort of thing there. And putting in the chests and the windows and the glass. And as you can see, there's been an awful lot of spruce wood used here. And that's why I've been growing trees around here. And also, right over there in the distance... Oh, there's a zombie. Well, hello. Goodbye. It's nice to see you. Yeah, I'll show you that. So yeah, there's a big forest over there which I've been slowly demolishing. And then down here, this is where this zombie just came from, I found this little tunnel area down there, but I haven't actually dug any of it out. I thought that might make it like a bit of a pirate's hideaway maybe. And these are copies of the igloo that you would normally find spawned in, and the only original one is that one there right in the middle of the screen. All of the rest of this I've actually built, including the trees. And that's something I've done with the trees as well, is we've been bringing in these blocks, which are actually heads with textures to make them look like pieces of wood. So we just got some redstone. The redstone lamps are really good because you can see they don't melt the snow. So that's why I want to sort of use those. So let's pop over the bridge. You'll notice no paths. This is a very snowy area, not very highly populated, not a lot of traffic. However, we have got this bridge across here with normal torches on, keep it well lit up. So when I showed you this previously, you saw just the buildings and there was no real pathway in here. Now we have had the snow melt here around this area. So I may have to come back in here and put snow blocks down, or I might change the surface up a bit. Spruce again being used, letting the ice cross over the path here, putting these lanterns in. And you'll notice on a lot of these lanterns, the main ones, I haven't done them on those, I should do that really. I've been putting, again, these are more player heads. These are ones that can actually be found from Exuma's development pack, data pack that he uses. And these are actually his gems, but they look fantastic as decorations. So I've got those all the way around here. And I've been putting in some piles of snow around the place, just trying to make it look like people have been clearing the path. And this is the path I've been using. It's a coarse dirt, so it's a mixture of gravel and earth. And this means grass won't grow here. Snow will fall on it, but I've got the weather turned off at the moment. So these little houses are all built in place now. They're all identical copies of each other. So once you get a palette of what you're building, quite easy to do and to replicate. Just whack in the spruce blocks, quick and easy to do. The thing that actually probably takes the longest is actually crafting steps and slabs, whereas the rest of this is very quick to do. All this coarse dirt through here, and you can see this end of town, which has got some smaller houses. Obviously over there, that's the igloos. That's obviously the people living off the main island over here, or the main piece of land. Here in amongst the ice, we've got much better housing at this end of town when you first come in. And they've got this dinky little Christmas tree here all of their own. So as we make our way through this village, we can see there's more houses, little pathways leading up to the back of them. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to decorate these. So I'm going to come in here and start to tweak each one individually. So each one will have, rather than just having these seats in here, we'll put a bed in here, or maybe we won't have any seats, or maybe we'll have some bookshelves, and personalize each one. But they're all quite tiny. So that actually makes it quite nice because you've got different views out the windows. Each one can be just that slightly a bit different in style and look. So that's this low end cost of the village, and then we come up the steps here and we come into this slightly bigger build area. And this first building, which is the one I've been using as a bit of a temporary base for now, is actually, I think it's for a tool or an armor man. And what I've done is I'm putting up these item frames. I'm going to put a named item in these frames to tell us what the name of the shop is. So in here, again, the shop's very small. There's no blast furnace or chimney in the same style as 1.14. So I just left that out completely. And then I've got to work out what I'm actually going to build in here instead to actually build the theme up. And when we do get 1.14, what I might do is actually come back in there and put things like the blast furnace in. So going along, we've got some bigger buildings here. We've got a little bit of a walkway up through the snow. This house has got an angle to it. I'm really sorry, I can't remember which ones are which, because I've been building these all day. I'm just copying the blueprints. Down there is our snowy little area. You'll see that the footpath has been a little bit more worn, not quite as harsh on the ground there. More lamps we've cut through here, and then we've got these main buildings here with a little bit of a footpath. There shouldn't be any use of the space bar to get through here. Again, I'm putting item frames on the outsides of the buildings to actually show us what we've actually got. This pillar of ice acts as a little bit of a meeting point, I guess. This little open area looks quite fancy. I did feel like putting something there, but this is natural. This is what was originally there in place, so I just left that there. I'm going to head up the hill there. You'll see there's an iron golem behind us. These houses are much larger, and again, they're all quite easy steps to get in. They've all got a proper furnace in them, up to regulation specification, no chance of their building catching fire. So we've got to decorate all of these as well. Again, footpaths all the way up here. And these are probably the only two houses that are the most different. I've got to jump up this one. So this is a normal house, whereas this one here, I decided to actually build it into the side of it. So that even though inside it looks completely identical, they're actually layered one into the next. So they overlap, which is quite cool because it looks like they've been built together as a pair. Hello, Mr. Iron Golem. How are you? Oh, okay. Just patrolling the area, I see. So yeah, all of these lights have got these little decorations on the top, the same as they've been using here. All our villagers have got their little winter hats on at the moment. So obviously it's very cold around here. So let's just pop down here. So along here we've got a little bit of a path. We've got this area which is he's a farmer. He's obviously not very happy. He's got a torch stuck in his head. So we go around here. This is the main meeting point area, sort of a bit of an extension from there. They wouldn't exactly have a fountain here because obviously it's not working. I tried a little bit of this glazed terracotta stuff in the game. I think it looks quite nice, and I did think of maybe doing a big pattern around this central point here. I don't know what you think. And then, as we saw before, I've got this iron golem which is stuck in this pen, and these are llamas that have been brought in. Obviously they're very expensive, these llamas. Probably why they're being guarded, why you're through a sign, why they're being guarded by the iron golem, other than the fact he just fell in. It does say "we bite" there, but you've stuck your face in the sign. That's not helpful. No tame. The English around here isn't very good. 10 diamonds each. There we go. We bite. So this is a little farm shop area. Do not touch 100 diamonds for a polar bear. I'm guessing you're not friendly. No. We got a sheep. Oh, a slightly chilly sheep. Sheep, 4 diamonds. There's not many sheep spawn around here. We've got hay around the area. This little shop, I love this little shop because this is more like a farm supply foods. So Mr. Young McDonald's farm supplies as opposed to old McDonald. Mr. Young McDonald's. Okay, probably doesn't make a lot of sense to some of you. But these plates are here. He's offering hay and meat, well, rotten flesh. And he's got these different signs up and furnaces. Very nice low roof here. Chimney out the back. Oh yeah, that's the wall shop. That's the only item frame that's in there. We'll go over here. This shop here is the Red Apple store. Yeah, looks very happy. And we've got another little shop here. 6-box Lucky Dip. And if you're very careful and have a look, the sign down there says he always wins. I guess you know that. You're hiding up there. Okay. And then we've got a little help desk here around the tree. Our snow golem hasn't gone anywhere. This is the information point for helpless desk. I'm guessing you're completely useless. Yep. I click on you and you've got no trades. Very helpful indeed. I got a snow golem. Obviously checking, making sure the snow's going down in places. And then we've got St. Nick's present store. And then we've got a little pub here offering ales. There's no sign on this one. I don't know what the name of this one is. Offering real ales and brews and potions. Just snacks. The best hot food to warm your tummy. There we go. And we've got Carol's homemade cake shop here. This cake here I'm not too keen on. The yellow snow cake. I really don't want to try that one. However, it says the ice topping cake is sold out. Snowberry, that sounds quite nice as well. And then, oh, somebody left that open. It's supposed to be closed. That's a little extension to my base. So yeah, oh, the only place I have missed is the fishing station around here, which is sort of tucked out the way, round the corner here. And I put some lamps down here because these actually help melt the snow. So this would show that he can actually do some fishing here. This is a little fishing area. And again, the lamps here make sure the water doesn't freeze over for dealing with his fish. And we've got to decorate all this out. It's been a bit scary sleeping in here next to the polar bear. Blimey, where is the polar bear? Look, it's right round here, around the corner. So yeah, that's how far I've got so far with building this village up. And I'm thinking it's looking pretty good so far. There's a reasonable amount of detail being added in. I don't feel that it's as good as it could be just yet. There's still a little bit more details need to be added in. Maybe a few plants, a few more little bits of decoration, etc. But I'm going to carry on working on that and seeing what we can come up with next. Because, you know, this is obviously a big build and a lot of detail is going to need to go into this. And this is why it's taken me so long to record this and do all the building work. I've been spending all my Christmas holiday working on this thing. Well, not all of it. I've been out doing other things as well, obviously, like eating cake, chocolate. I hope you've been enjoying your Christmas as well. Right, I better get on and carry on doing some more work. And I'll be back in a blink of an eye to show you what I've done next. So I've been busy working on one of the houses and the little farm shop or little farm building behind me here. Just to give you an idea of what's going on. Oh, hello. Oh, hello, Mr. Villager. How are you? Is this your shop? I like your Christmas outfit. It's very, very nice. That's excellent. You work here, do you? Right. I'm just going to go and take the viewers inside and show them around and see what we got. So it's fairly obvious. Jump up here. We've got some piggies. Got some little piggies in a pen here. And decorated this with a nice little... The little baby pig is obviously very scared and run away. And Mummy and Daddy Pig are tethered, so you don't run away. Hello. Yep, okay. They look extremely happy with me being here. Don't they? Right, get a little screenshot of them. So let's take you inside and show you. So as we go in the front here, these rooms are very narrow, so there's not really a lot of room to put a lot of decoration. But what I have got is I've put a furnace in here, which is obviously where they were. Oh, it must be his helper. Where they would be working on cooking their food, I guess, or cooking the meat. And on the wall here is an axe, which is a common tool used for killing the creatures, obviously. And up here I've put some trapdoors. These look a bit like... Oh, someone's activated that one. Leave that down. These trapdoors are to look a bit like cupboards above the shelf here. And we've got a cauldron here with a lever. So we've got somewhere to wash our hands. Looks a bit like a tap. There's a clock on the wall. And then up above here we've got some trapdoors again. These ones are spruce wood, so they're the same style as the rest of the build. Are you listening? Oh, correct, am I? And I put some pots up there with some little flowers in them. And if I go out this door here, shut the door behind me. And this is the little area where we have the pigs, and we've got some hay down for them. And they've got their leads, and they've got some water, so they're nicely fed and watered. Excuse me, guys, I just like to get through so I can leave. Thank you. And then what I did is there's a little step down here into another door. Yeah, there is. Bye. Yeah, bye. So I'm going to go through here. We've got this little passageway which takes us into the back of the shop. Or into the back of the house where this little guy lives. And we can see he's got a bed here. I'm not allowed to sleep here. And he's got a few little ornaments. So he's got a little chair. He's obviously got some pork here that he's had for dinner on his plate. And he's got a nice little flower in a picture, maybe of an ancestor of some sort. And a carrot on the wall, which is obviously what you need for breeding your pigs up. So that's what I'm going to be doing to each of the different buildings, is just bringing a little bit of extra touch to them, so that when you go in each room or each building, there's a different look to all of them. And that's the idea, because this village is going to grow and become bigger and bigger, and we can do all sorts of things for it. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be starting another project as well very soon. But for now, this is pretty much all I'm doing. This guy's just jumped off the roof. This is pretty much all I'm going to be doing in this little area. I'll be coming back and doing little bits and pieces and changing bits as I go along, updating the buildings and building in more of the theme of the story around here of what's actually going on. I hope you've enjoyed this Christmassy episode that I've done, and you like the buildings that I've been working on. I'd really love to hear how your Christmas has gone. What are you doing for the new year? And what do you think of this build? Sorry it's taken a bit longer to come out than normal, but obviously I've been very busy. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you next time. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.